I was on a plane yesterday, and I was thinking about like the stages of the flights. You know how you have takeoff, you have landing, and then you have, you know, just the duration of time in between the two, right? And I was thinking about how I like all the parts of the flight that most people don't like. Like, I love takeoff, I love landing. So I was thinking about how the reason I like takeoff is because you can literally feel yourself ascending, right? Like, you'll feel the plane go up and seem like it's going to coast, and you feel it go up some more, and then I like that feeling, right? I started to think about what it signifies in the natural. Like, in the natural, takeoff literally signifies that you have taken the necessary step to ensure that you can get to where you want to go, right? You have done what you're supposed to do to ensure that you can get there, right? You're taking the initial step. Once you get on the plane, you're not responsible for flying the plane. You're not responsible for being a flight attendant. You don't have to help anybody else put their bags up. Once you have gotten on that flight, you have done your part for that time, right? And I started to think about how some people are so afraid of the takeoff. You know, you have some people who hate takeoff because they are afraid. You have some people who hate takeoff because it makes them nervous. It makes them anxious. You have some people who hate takeoff because they said it's an uncomfortable feeling. And, you know, we don't like to feel uncomfortable, right? And I started to think about how, you know, a lot of times that's how we are when it comes to natural situations, right? We'll know what we're supposed to do. We'll know for a fact, okay, I'm supposed to do this, and this has been on my heart to do, but for some reason we will not allow ourselves to take off for any reason, right? And I'm just here to tell somebody, you do that, of course, you know, you hinder yourself, but you may also hinder another person, because many times, most of the times, almost all of the times, what we are really supposed to be doing is connected to other people, right? If I'm supposed to be right here, right now, sharing this message for somebody to hear, if I decide, Lord, I don't want to do that, I'm scared to speak, or, you know what I'm saying, I got a lisp, or whatever the case may be, then I have already decided that I'm going to hinder somebody else from hearing what it is they're supposed to hear at a time such as this, and that's not cool, right? I'm just here to tell somebody, don't be afraid of the takeoff, and don't hinder yourself from taking off. I watch a lot of shows about flights and planes and stuff like that, and what I learned is that once a pilot takes off, there's no way to abort that takeoff, right? There's no way. So even if something's going on with the plane, once they start to take off, they have to take off and then figure it out once they get to a certain altitude. There's no, let me just press the brakes, right? And a lot of times that's what we want to do too. We want to press the brakes because it's something that we might feel is not going the way that we plan for it to go. The whole time, it's okay to figure it out as you go along, because nobody on this earth is going to have all the answers. I don't care if you can plan something out to the letter. Do you hear me? You can be the most disciplined person. You can do everything that you are supposed to do, but there are still may come situations and circumstances that may turn things around, and even though it may not feel like it's going in your favor, it really is. It's not up to you to have all the answers. It's just up to you to do what you're supposed to do to ensure that you get to the desired result, okay? Then there are people who like to stay at a certain altitude. You know, you go up, and the cruising altitude on the plane, typically, you know, they'll say, after about 10 minutes or so, they'll say, we have now reached cruising altitude. And a lot of times, we have people who, in the natural, they don't want to reach the altitude that they're supposed to reach to cruise. What they want to do is they want to stay at a lower altitude because they feel comfortable there. But you can't do that. If you know that the flight is designed to do its absolute best and it's designed to fly, and then it would be foolish of us to say, well, no, I feel comfortable. Nobody's going to get up out of their seat and tell the pilot, hey, bro, I feel comfortable at this 2,000. Let's just coast it out right here. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. And in order to get to where you need to be, you do it like this, right? And a lot of times we feel more comfortable at a lower altitude. We're complacent at a lower level because it feels comfortable to us, because it's familiar to us, because we know that if nothing else, I can do this. If nothing else, this is a safe space. Whole time you're holding yourself up from lows and lows of potential because you feel safe. Feeling safe has never created the best circumstances. I'm going to tell you that. Playing it safe does not necessarily create the best life for you. It just doesn't. I know people right now who hate their jobs, absolutely despise their jobs, but they say, at least I know I got a paycheck. Whole time, if you step out on faith and do what you got to do to start that business that's been in your heart for 10, 15, 20 years, whole time you could have been a millionaire by now, but it's safe for you to keep getting this $20 an hour, $10 an hour, whatever dollar an hour check from this place that you hate. So you stay there instead of going after what you're supposed to do. I'm on here to tell somebody, don't be afraid to go to a higher altitude. It's okay to ascend. It's okay to ascend. It's okay to put your best foot forward and get to where it is that you are supposed to be. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. In fact, it would behoove you to do so. But anyway, I hope this helps somebody in some type of way. Just put your best foot forward. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. How you're going to get there is not your problem. Just put your best foot forward and take the necessary steps to complete whatever it is you want to complete, reach whatever goal you want to reach, whatever it is, whatever good you have in your heart to do. Just take the first step and then let the rest figure itself out along the way, because it always does. It always will. Have a great day. Bye.